And you should also be aware of the new performance multipliers, which can help accelerate progression in the NBA, City, Rec, or Pro-Am, depending on your performance in these match types.
The more you play, and the...
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA. So with George on the bench, this is who Adrian Griffin has out there. Michael Jordan is out there with Nash. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Durant. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, they've got Tracy McGrady. Ewing is out there with Duncan. Then there's Barry. And it's Lillard in at the 1. And Greg, these are two of the more stacked teams when you look at their depth. Sometimes that can be a challenge for a coaching staff.
No doubt about it. Anytime you've got to divvy up minutes, somebody's going to be unhappy. But you need a deep roster if you want to contend.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to Chicago. McGrady passes to Duncan. And Durant sends it back. Right side, Butler. It's hauled in by Ewing. Here's Boston now. Here's Barry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The shot's good.
Barry. Just so many ways to score the basketball. Barry is one of the more inventive scorers the NBA has ever seen. Inside, outside, mid-range. He does not get rattled.
Now here's Durant. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Of course, we've talked about Boston's young talent for so long, they've now become battle-tested veterans.
And it's incredible how young that experience has taken hold. They have had players build big roles in so many big games. What a strong foundation, and now you've just got to keep building.
And he knocks down the first one.
And I like the work Lillard's put into his defense the past few seasons. He may not be a stopper, but he's improved immensely at that end of the floor.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Nash kicks to Durant. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, we all know Rick Barry can create for himself, but we get to see there what kind of passing skills he also possesses. What a sensational feed.
Now, here's Nash. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Fires for 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Lillard against Nash to the middle. Here's Duncan. That one's not going to go. Nice defense from KD. Jordan against McGrady. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Now, here is McGrady. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Durant with it. Patrick Ewing covering. No good from Jordan.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Good.
What muscle from McGrady right there, brushing off the defense with ease.
Inside. Here's Jokic. Good D by Ewing. Boston leading by 6. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's McGrady. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. McGrady's got his second bucket tonight.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
Jordan finds Jokic. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Boston. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history. And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Group out on the floor for the Celtics. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Fifth best, the Bucks.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
Bucks trailed by 11. George dishes to Embiid. They need this. Pass to Morant. Allen outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Booker against Morant. Booker with no one around. And another basket for Boston.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Leonard attacking. We know coaching changes, Doris, are a constant in the NBA. How long do you think it takes to implement a new system?
I think, Kevin, it depends on the group. How young is your team, or how veteran leadership plays a part in how your season unfolds. But, boy, we've seen some teams flourish immediately after a coaching switch.
Leonard, 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
Watching Kawhi enter the league as a lockdown defender and now become an all-around champion, boy, what a career he has had.
Leonard hits them both. Golden State has been the team of the last decade. But if you had to make a prediction, Doris, which team do you envision as the next dynasty?
Oh, Kev, sustained success like that of Golden State is truly rare. That is a tough one. But if you're going to put pressure on me to pick one, I'd say Boston, because of their star talent, their depth, and the front office leadership.
Here's Allen, following the score by Kevin Garnett. Puts up a deep 3. The long-distance 3 is buried.
And this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the three-point line.
Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Garnett. Pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Gasol against Embiid. Gasol passes to Booker. Harden with it. Shot clock at 5. Fades. And another basket for Boston.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And it's George missing.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
On the wing, Booker. Poke loose. Here's Gasol. And the shot is long. And so it's the Boston Celtics enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this.
7.
Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Celtics leading by 12. We've got Barry. Tracy McGrady is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Ewing. And it's Duncan in at the power forward position. That's the Boston 5. Here's Barry. Ewing. And then Ewing with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Jordan. Over McGrady. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket for Michael Jordan.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
McGrady outside. Double team on Ewing. Nash against McGrady. The tray. They get it back. And that one's good. Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
Duncan's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics. Nash outside. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The pass to Durant. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
First personal foul.
Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Kevin Durant at the line for 3.
Free throw drops for KD.
What we are watching with Kevin Durant, guys, is simply greatness. This guy will go down as one of the greatest scorers the game has ever seen.
And he's good on the second. GA, we've seen it over the last couple of years. The center position has come back into vogue.
And Kevin, we were seeing teams go small, lots of 4s, even traditional 3s play the 5. But with MVP level seasons from guys like Jokic and Embiid, the center isn't quite extinct yet.
And he nails the third.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to McGrady. Ewing outside. Lillard outside. From deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Durant. KD's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jordan. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Jordan's got 6.
And not much else you can do. I mean, defensively, you try to make it hard on Jordan without fouling, but he's just too dialed in.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Bucks trailed by 9. Outside Butler. With the drive. Back to Jokic. Kicks it to Jordan. Rebound, Boston. Ewing's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's McGrady. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Well, Ja Morant might be right-handed, but he looks to drive left. When he was a kid, he broke his right arm flying off a trampoline. Now that arm is shorter. Usually, that right hand is smaller too. He says, that's why I dribble with my left hand. I'm able to control the ball better. In my head, I think I'm left-handed. Back to you.
Trade secrets, right, David? Hey, thanks for the report. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Tracy McGrady. And then for Milwaukee. Embiid comes in for Jokic. And Georgia subbed in for Durant. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And the lack of rim protection,
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Once again for you. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Celtics. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place.
And you know, for the Celtics, they haven't exploded out of the gates this season like we've come to expect, but the wins are still coming in bunches.
Well, it speaks volumes that they're able to win without being in their A place, in their A game. Once they really start to gel, it's going to be very hard to slow them down.
Foul.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Personal foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated
First
so
team
far.
foul.
Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And, guys, they've done a great
At the
job
line.
feeding their bigs inside.
Rick
They are
Barry.
just punishing the
At
opposition
the line
in the paint.
for 2
Yeah,
shots.
what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Boston. Pierce is checked in for Duncan. And James Harden subbed in for Lillard. The Bucks also changing it up. Allen's checked in for Jordan. And it's Ja Morant in for Steve Nash. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to George. Here's Embiid. Embiid throws it down.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by
Assist
George.
from
Plays like this prove
Paul
he's
George.
a team player.
Pierce dishes to Garnett. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Pierce. Drives to the hoop. Second chance shot. Misses the layup.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Morant surveying the D. Passes it to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Leonard trying to break free. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Embiid.
A willingness to get really physical. Embiid willing to throw some serious muscle around.
Booker the pass to Barry. He kicks to Pierce. Into the lane. Leonard with the ball. Now Pierce
Boston
defending.
foul.
And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That is his first foul of the
First
game.
personal foul. Second team foul.
Left side, George. Now the pass to Morant. And the shot goes in.
Nice little
John
run here
Morant.
to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Got just tremendous range already. What a floor spacer Booker is at such a tender young age.
Morant passes to Allen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Ray Allen.
Allen's got 6 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And here's Booker from the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Morant kicks to Allen. Pass to Embiid. Bucks passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Now Morant. The 3-ball. Rebound Boston. Barry's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wild pass to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're
Devin
open, he'll
Booker.
find you.
And so it's the Boston Celtics
That's the
with
end
a
of the first
10-point
half.
lead. Some
With the
breathing
score.
room heading into the break. Their defense has
The
been
Celtics.
active and effective. Right back after this break.
33. The Bucks.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
23.
Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front of the half is Boston. They lead by 10. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
You guys know I appreciate when a team takes a commitment to attack in the painted area. Get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen. That's how they built this league.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
They couldn't get anything from them. Obviously, plenty of bad shots, but they couldn't even hit wide open ones. They need to regroup, regroup with some kind of rhythm and get on pace.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You're gonna like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. So with George on the bench, this is who Adrian Griffin has out there. Nash out there with Jordan. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Durant. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. Down low, Booker. The rebound by the Bucks. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find him.
Now, here's McGrady. He's got 5.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Smooth floater from KD.
Kevin Durant.
Let's just sit back and admire the brilliance of Kevin Durant. He makes these floaters look easy.
To the wing on the left. To the inside. Ewing. And he lays it straight in.
Patrick
Ewing's
Ewing.
got 8.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Let him hear it.
And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. The 4th spot held down by Tim Duncan.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
And Milwaukee has possession. It's a 10-point game. Outside Jordan. Pass to Butler. Nash with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Steve Nash.
Nash has got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Lillard against Nash. Lillard the pass to McGrady. The rebound by the Bucks. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to the right wing. Lillard against Nash. Back to Jokic. The power of Jokic.
Jokic so
Assisted.
clever at taking advantage
Steve
in that pick and roll.
McGrady outside. To the paint. No good from Duncan.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the
Devin
range. This guy
Booker.
prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Jimmy Butler. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw, good Butler.
Boy, at his best, Jimmy Butler is a versatile scorer inside and outside. But what I will most remember him for, his competitive toughness.
And the Celtics making a change here. Barry's checked in. And so Butler nails both of them. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 14 points. From deep, knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And one of the most prolific three-point marksmen in league history. Logo Lillard has unlimited range.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 7. Shot, high post. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
McGrady against Jordan. Now, here's Nash. Tight defense on him. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excelled at reading shooters and then altering their shot.
And Lillard gets it to go.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alden.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now the NBA is finally testing out in-game penalties for flopping. It's one free throw for the opposing team. Now, when you ask people around the league, everybody was ready for this. When the goal is to trick the officials instead of getting the right call, you can nip that in the bud. Kevin?
Yep, no argument here, DA. Thank you. And some changes here for the Celtics. Arnett comes in for Patrick Ewing. And Paul Pierce is subbed in for Duncan. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Jokic. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Kevin Durant. George is checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's John Morant in for Steve Nash.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
James Harden, he's checked in for Boston. Now here's Lillard. He's got 10.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Jordan. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Kevin Garnett.
He misses the free throw.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
And the second free throw, good. Bucks trail by 12. Jordan looking around. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
There's the pass to Harden. Lillard outside. Top of the key, Garnett. Clock at 6. And here's Harden for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jordan, the bounce pass. We've got 1:13 left in the third. And it's Morant missing. Celtics leading by 12. Lillard, the pass to Pierce. Back to Lillard. And here's Garnett. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's against Leonard. Here's down low. He has yet to score.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Offensive rebound, Embiid. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, Embiid pulls the defender in close and then gets all the contact he wants.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Gasol's checked in for Boston. Booker comes in for James Harden. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Allen's checked in. And Embiid drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gasol finds Lillard. Over Morant. And that one's good. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Feeds to Embiid. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a
3-second violation.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. The Bucks 36.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bucks trailed by 14. Duncan out there with Ewing. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Barry in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
A little athletic ability on display by D-Book.
And Katie's got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Dishes it to George. Jokic trying to free himself up. That's good for George on the assist by Durant. George has got his first basket.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
And that one drops for him. And the Celtics lead by 16.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, can we remember the guy's got a 40-inch vertical? I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
Pass to Ewing. Duncan outside. Nash against Booker. Over Nash. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's what he normally converts.
Kevin Durant. First personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Boston?
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of
this
this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And the first one at the line is good. Jordan's checked in for George. Both free throws good from Ewing. Bucks trail by 16. Nash outside. Over Booker. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Steve Nash.
Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. On the wing, Booker. Over Nash. And another miss by Boston. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. No good from Jordan.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Here's Booker. Nice D from Nash.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Celtics foul. Patrick Ewing. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
No good on that one. The Celtics making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's McGrady. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. Katie against Duncan. Here's Durant. Duncan with the block. And they'll get another chance. Michael Jordan on the wing. McGrady covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nash. Here's Jokic. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Celtics leading by 13. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
How about the timing from Duncan on the glass? Getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
KD against Duncan. Durant kicks it over to Nash. Pass to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
We're talking about a gritty competitor, and Jimmy Butler loves to mix it up on the glass. Nice rebound.
Passes it to Ewing. And here's Duncan. And there's the pass to Barry. Pulls up. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. And the Celtics lead by 15.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded him with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here was Adrian Griffin's message during the huddle, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Lillard. Following the basket by Jokic. Pass to Ewing. Over Jokic. And there's Patrick Ewing on the assist by Pierce.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Boston.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Patrick Ewing.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Butler against Pierce. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard surveying the D. Here's Ewing. The shot comes out. Nice D from Durant. Outside Butler. Pass to Morant. Over McGrady. It's deflected. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt
plays are back next week, and if you think your game deserves to be featured right here on 2KTV, send us your best plays over social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow.
Until then, we'll see you out there.
Go drop 50 on him.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. We'll be back in a moment.
17. Number 30.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for the Nets. And for the Knicks. And a battle of the bigs tonight, Grant. Something we're seeing a little more of lately.
And you know this league is a copycat league, and right now the trend is about teams looking for size and skill. Big guys who can pretty much do everything. That's the thing about the NBA. It's always adapting and always evolving.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Wade. Mutombo with the rebound. And here are the Knicks. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
When your whole team is shooting in the low 30s, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
Here's Kuzi. After the basket by New York. Wade, that's good.
As soon as Wade gets the ball that close to the basket, he's going to take advantage of weak defense and score.
Pass to O'Neal. The rebound by Malone. And we're about a minute into the first. Nowitzki, the pass to Wade. Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Paul. Oh, nice shot by Kuzi.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Here's O'Neal. Back to Paul. Right wing. Here's Pippen. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Wade, that's good.
And we know Dwayne does not take many shots from the outside, but he really knows how to pick his spots.
Pass to O'Neal. Left side, Paul. Here's Mutombo. Outside, Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Deflected. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Baylor, that's good.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
The last few seasons, the Knicks have had a defensive-minded approach.
And that's been the key for them getting back into the postseason, B.A. I mean, they've played great team defense and pride themselves on getting stops.
Chris Paul. At the line, 2 shots.
That's good from Paul.
Anytime Paul gets here, you can bet that he's going to step to the line and knock him down.
Ball hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Wade, the pass to Kuzi. They get the rebound. Chamberlain. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Kuzi. Tries again. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Elgin Baylor.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Bob Cousy. At the line, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. It's both from the stripe. Now a timeout called by New York. Well, Grant, it's the time of year where teams are starting to find their identity and looking forward to the coming months.
Yeah, you know, you're through the initial grind, and it's onward and upward from here. But teams are still figuring out who the contenders and pretenders might be. But nobody's hopes are completely tarnished just yet.
All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. In the third spot, the Knicks.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Paul looking it over. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Baylor. O'Neal inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Malone, pass to Nowitzki. To the middle. Tipped. Second shot opportunity. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's O'Neal. It's deflected. And he's able to get it back. And the bucket is good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Wade, pass to Chamberlain. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Paul for 3. And the Knicks another 3.
And he's been around this game for so long, that's a shot he's taken a billion times.
Chris Paul.
Cousy, the pass to Malone.
Knicks lead 16.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
New York foul. Dikembe Mutombo. First personal foul. Second team foul. Karl Malone. At the line, 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. So the Nets making a switch here. Good on the second one. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Paul with it. He's got 5. Pass to Anthony. Here's Malone. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter here. Here's Cowens. 6 to shoot. Here's Malone. He's guarded by Anthony. Lets it go from 14. The Knicks pull it in.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Paul. Here's Irving. The rebound by Malone. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Drexler. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
Here's Kuzi. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Cowens, no good.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. To the inside. Here's Kuzi. Puts up a deep 3. And that's not going to go. And so it's the New York Knicks. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back after this.
The Nets. 10.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
First free throw's good. In this era of positionless basketball, versatile wings are in high demand, Brent.
Yep, every team in the league, BA, looking for that guy between 6'7" and 6'8" that has a lot of skill and can defend multiple positions, space the floor, shoot threes, and make plays. So becoming a complete basketball player at that position is something that is really coveted by front offices.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. Pass to Mutombo. Chamberlain pulls it in. Brooklyn trailing. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki, and he lays it up and in. Nowitzki's got 4 this quarter.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested jet.
Paul passes to Camby. Back to Paul. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Nets. They defeated Washington in their last game.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Drexler passes to Pippen. Up top, Paul. He's got 5. Pass to Camby. All sorts of time. And the Knicks miss again.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Nowitzki, that one's good.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Now a timeout called by New York. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Here's O'Neal. He has 6. Down low. Here's Baylor. The shot from the low post is good. Baylor's got 5 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Kidd. Still without a bucket. The Nets need to get off a shot here. No good from outside. The Knicks have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Baylor, the pass to Stockton. The ball's knocked loose. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Wade. And again, it's the Nets missing.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And it's good. 2 points.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
24-16.
Here's Kidd. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Chamberlain. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Pass to Stockton. Here's Camby. Puts it up from the high post. O'Neal. It's good on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
26-18.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
And last time against this squad, they struggled to make free throws.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group.
All right, let me hear you guess
The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. The Nets in second.
Incredible accuracy from deep over the past couple games. Great floor spacing. And, of course, their shooters have all the confidence in the world right now.
1:52 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Malone. Here's Worthy. He's scoreless. Clock at 6. Fade away. Malone can't get it to go.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Three-pointer, Anthony. The rebound by the Nets. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Here's Kuzi. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Now here's Irving. He's closely guarded. And the Nets miss again.
Probably better off passing on that shot with him all in his face.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Drexler, that's good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for New York. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second.
Into the lineup for
Pass to O'Neal.
Chris Paul.
36 seconds left in the first half. The rebound by Malone.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
O'Neal, and there it is for him. O'Neal's got 10 points in the game.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's the New York Knicks now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
18.
All right, thanks. Tibbs, what'd you think about the way...
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans. New York holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Love how hard they're going at it on the offensive board, showing some real tenacity every time the shot goes up. They carve out this lead.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And it's Paul with the ball for the Knicks. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to O'Neal. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Well, the Nets shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. And then for the Brooklyn Nets. Inside. The shot by Kuzi, no good. New York has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And for New York, Drexler passes to Paul. He got a piece of it. Here's Kuzi. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
He's off on the first.
First team foul.
And the second free throw is good. Here's New York. Now Paul. He's got 5. Here's Drexler. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Pass to Baylor. From behind the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Baylor's got 10 points.
And CP3 with that court awareness is legendary, exceptional at realizing when his guys are wide open.
Tumble with the rebound. 19. New York has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Drexler passes to Paul. Here's O'Neal. Here's Mutombo. Still no points. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Nowitzki. He's got 6. From downtown. Knocks down the long J. He's got 9.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Pass to Drexler. Here's Baylor. Left block shot on the way. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. Here's Kuzi. And the Nets another 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
New York calls timeout.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
The Knicks making a switch here.
To your Knicks City Dancer.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You take a look at the Nets. Still early, but they have the 3rd best record in the conference. And, of course, there are the Knicks. They're in 5th place.
You know, for the Knicks, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
The Knicks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Got a piece of it. Tries a 10-footer. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got his 6th rebound on the night. Out to the right wing. Kuzi, the pass to Wade. Here's Kuzi. And Camby pulls it down. It's a 6-point game. Baylor, that's good. Baylor's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Kuzi. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Mutombo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And he gets the bucket. Baylor's got 14. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the 3rd.
37-27.
And he's going for the oop here.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice.
2 minutes remaining
Pass
in the
to
third.
Mutombo.
2 minutes.
There's a minute 54 left in the 3rd quarter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Wilt Chamberlain.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Pippen, pass to Mutombo. Here's Stockton. We've got 1:23 left in the 3rd. Brooklyn with the board.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Here's Pippen. He's averaging about 6 points per game.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
From 7 feet away, off the window, it's good. Chamberlain's got 4 points this quarter.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Anthony. "40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. Here's Chamberlain, and the layup falls.
Assist from
now just a 5-point Knick lead.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the 1st quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And there's the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Pass to Wade, the 11-footer. Rebounded by Pippen. Here's Malone. Here's Stockton. Here's Anthony. Off target at the rim. The 3rd quarter comes to a close.
The end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
It's the Knicks. They lead by 5.
The Knicks.
Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
33.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. And it's Wade in a two-guard.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Anthony against Irving. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
Melo operating in the mid-range does such a great job of finding open areas out there where he knows he can dominate.
Kidd with the bucket.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
3 points.
Now here's Paul, tightly guarded. Pass to Mutombo. And that one is hammered home.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Graham, these second-chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And the Knicks call time here.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
So both teams making some changes here and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break, I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Attacking the paint, making an adjustment. Defense is right there, but that's a terrific effort by Paul.
Here's Kidd. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Oh, they get a hand on it. Puts up a deep three. And they recover it. The Knicks pull it in. O'Neal's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And he lobs it up top. Now here's Paul. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Kuzi. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Chris Paul.
It goes on Chris Paul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
So the Nets making a switch here. And so he hits both. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. O'Neal on the wing. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow. Here's Kuzi. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. O'Neal's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And they pick up 2.
Carmelo Anthony.
Anthony's gotten 4 this quarter.
Quick fire on that shot, Melo. The catch-and-shoot jump for no defense for that play.
And Irving powers it home.
Making sure of it with the 2-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Right side, Paul. Out to Anthony. To the middle. Clock at 4. Here's O'Neal. Blocked! Pass to Kuzi. Here's Worthy. Outside for Irving. Floats one up. The Knicks with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Paul. Banked it in off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And Chris Paul still slippery on the inside when he gets close to the hoop. He'll find a way to score.
Timeout call. Brooklyn. They trailed by 6.
The Nets call timeout.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter here.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Incredible. I mean, he found his rhythm out there tonight, and he's really let his offense come to him. He hasn't forced the issue, and because of this, it's allowed him to get into a comfort zone.
Pass to Wade. Tries it from 16. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Malone. The Nets have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Nowitzki. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Takes a 3. Nowitzki. That one's good. And it's now only a 1-point New York lead.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Down low. Here's O'Neal. New York no good that time either. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Malone. It's in!
Karl Malone.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Baylor. Pass to Mutombo. 6 to shoot. Here's Pippen. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get it to go. To the paint. Yeah!
And since the break, they have looked like a completely different team, especially on offense, where they're really cooking right now.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're behind by 3. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And the Knicks making a change here. Anthony's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside to halt the run. And he sinks it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. And he commits the intentional foul.
53-52. New York foul. Chris Paul.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
New York foul. Chris Paul. Third personal foul.
He hits the first one. And that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the 3-point lead.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Making us move that
trailing by 3.
That was your Knicks.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And so it's New York with it. Pippen pass to Paul. He can't get that one to fall. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Good on first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Back to Paul. A deep 3. Out to Anthony. This one for 3. Oh, the trifecta!
Hello with another moment.
Timeout call. Brooklyn.
Carmelo Anthony.
They're ahead by 2.
Next
1 second left to play in the fourth quarter.
55. Timeout Nets. Stand up, fans. Get loud. Let's make some noise.
And so they foul intentionally.
Knicks foul. Chris Paul. Fourth personal foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Drive home safely.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Duncan. Tracy McGrady is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Ewing. And it's Barry in at the 3, the small forward. And for New York, they've got Chris Paul. Mutombo is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Bailey. And it's Pippen in at the shooting guard position. And this is the kind of basketball we love to watch. Right, Richard? Teamwork, playing for one another, making each other better.
You need that to be successful. It doesn't matter how much talent you have. Teams that play hero ball make it too easy for the defense to adjust. We won't be seeing too much of that tonight.
The pass to Baylor. Lillard against Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Duncan with the block. Here's Lillard. Passes it to Ewing. Back to Lillard. Back to Ewing. Over Paul. Ewing's shot is good.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Ball against Lillard. It's Pippen on the wing. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go.
Paul outside. Pass to O'Neal. And so just over a minute and a half played. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Over to the wing. Nobody near Lillard. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, we all know Rick Barry can create for himself, but we get to see there what kind of passing skills he also possesses. What a sensational feed.
Outside Baylor. Back to Mutombo. Lillard against Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Patrick Ewing. First personal
foul. That's a
foul.
tough take by Paul inside.
First team foul.
He is absolutely fearless, and that helps him get a trip to the stripe.
It's his first trip to the line.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Duncan. Mutombo with some nice D.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Knicks ball.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Baylor.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And Lillard kicks to Ewing. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Illegal screen.
You can just chalk up the points when these guys get to the line. Here are your top free throw shooters for the past month. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Paul against Lillard. And Shaq with the slam.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays Shaq on attack.
6-5.
Three-pointer Lillard buries the long-range jumper.
Damian Lillard.
Lillard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Paul passes to O'Neal. He gets it in there. O'Neal's got his second bucket.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
McGrady outside. Down low. Ewing against Shaquille O'Neal. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Pippen outside. Kicks it to O'Neal.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Pippen. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. The Celtics have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Takes the 3. And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for New York. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And the last time they faced this club rebounding was their big advantage.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And then for Boston,
on the court.
Garnett, he's checked in for Ewing. Pierce comes in for Duncan. And it's Devin Booker in for Damian Lillard. Outside Anthony. Over Barry. And the Knicks miss again.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
RJ, when we talk about the Boston Celtics, they've transformed into a real heavyweight out east.
Oh, they are a dominant team out east, one of the dominant teams in this league. Look, they have so much young talent and talent that they drafted and developed. This group, their only job is to contend for championships.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
10-8.
From deep three-point land. The shot by McGrady, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Hamby down low. Guarded by Garnett. Hamby, no luck.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rejected by Hamby. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball.
Celtics making a switch here.
Checking in for the Celtics. Mark Gasol. James Harden.
17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Moses Malone.
It goes on Moses Malone.
First personal foul.
Shoots the ball as well as any big.
First team
Very
foul.
versatile out on the floor. Garnett draws a lot of contact here.
Kevin Garnett. At the line. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Stockton left side. 1 second left. Garnett with the block. It's a tie game.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
We'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
10. The Celtics. 10.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Great. You look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
So with Stockton on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Moses Malone out there with Mutombo. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Drexler. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Orr. David?
Thank you, Kevin. New York City remains a basketball mecca. NYC legend and former Knicks Mark Jackson always talks up the basketball environment. He says, coming up in New York, it's all about the grit, the grind, the edge, the competitiveness, the swag, the confidence, the struggle, and the embracing of the bright lights. Kevin?
Well, it's all there, and it is the biggest stage for sure. David, thanks.
Let me say this. If you need it, he's got it. Harden does everything you want out of an offensive weapon.
O'Neal's checked in for New York. Pippen comes in for Drexler. And the Celtics also making a change. Ewing's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
14-12.
The pass to Harden. This one for 3.
At IronGuardSupplies.com for 20% off and free shipping on your order of over $100. Cover your bases with Iron Guard Supplies.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's Harden with the drive. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Boston. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last timeout.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in the shooter's face.
Baylor, he's checked in for the Knicks. Barry's checked in for Boston. McGrady comes in for James Harden. Now Lillard. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Milwaukee. Shots good from Barry. Barry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
Deep two from Pippen. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's got great form and continues to look confident. Pippen simply put one of the best small forwards of all time, a defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
Pippen against McGrady. Out to the wing. Here's Barry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Duncan can't hit. Ball against Lillard. Paul can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Lillard from outside. Knicks with the rebound. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Foul. Patrick Ewing.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Over 17,
Shaquille
big,
O'Neal.
quick, great hands. Shaq
the
is
line,
a one-of-one type of player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Duncan. And it's Booker in for Damian Lillard. And we're getting past the early part of the season now. Richard, are teams more or less aware of how good they are by this stage?
Well, if teams are being honest, then yeah, some teams might still be lying to themselves, but most coaches and players know exactly what they are working with by now, Kevin.
Paul kicks to Mutombo. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. The shot by Baylor, no good.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Back to Garnett. Over Mutombo. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot.
The first half, 2 minutes.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing.
Knicks ball.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Celtics. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Knicks. They're just sitting 1 spot down right on their heels.
Well, I think for New York, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out, it's just about putting in the work. Coming to every game ready to compete and never giving less than your best.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Shaq is really having a good game here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Moses Malone. He's checked in for O'Neal. Drexler comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Stockton subbed in for Paul. Gasol's checked in for the Celtics. The Knicks leading by 3. On the wing, Drexler. McGrady covering. Drexler, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Booker looking around. Trying to get something going. Elgin Baylor with the rebound. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Teardrop shot. Garnett against Malone. Garnett dishes to McGrady. Passes it to Gasol. No good on that one. Mutombo is a nice D. To the middle. Malone, no luck.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. 18 feet out. Rebounded by the Celtics.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Gasol's shot is good.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
Drexler passes to Baylor. Tipped away. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The end of the first half.
Celtics lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring advantage. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Great work on the glass so far. They're hustling and showing more desire than boxing out. That's what they have to do. That's the recipe for success.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Shaq is really having a good game here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. On the court for the Celtics, Duncan out there with Garnett. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Ewing in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The ageless wonder. Paul's jump shot has only gotten better
22-21.
Lillard, bounce pass. Garnett up top. Baylor defending. 5 to shoot. And Lillard kicks to Garnett. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Knicks. They lead by 1. Banked in off the glass. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
Nothing too flashy. Paul gets tricky enough to throw the defense off.
Pass to Ewing. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Out of bounds.
Anthony's checked in for Mutombo.
Boston ball.
Pierce is checked in for Boston.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to McGrady. Clock at 6. There's the feed to Ewing. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Celtics trailed by 3. Poked away. Pierce against Baylor. Lillard left side. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Paul.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout, if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
And New York making a change here. Camby's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. James Harden, he's checked in for Tracy McGrady. Lillard scanning the floor. He kicks it to Harden. 6 to shoot. Fade away. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
And that one's good, Anthony.
Great job by Anthony. Keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him.
Knicks lead 28-21.
Harden outside. And the pass to Ewing. Over O'Neal. Ewing misses.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And good that time.
Marcus
That's a
Camby.
9-point Knicks lead.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow. Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And it's Paul missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot. Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
Here's O'Neal. Harden with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And here's Harden. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Duncan finds Lillard. Now Pierce, covered by Anthony.
2 minutes remaining in the
Lock at
third.
6.
2 minutes.
And the foul called on Marcus Camby.
Knicks foul.
That's his first foul.
Marcus
for the
Camby.
Knicks. Malone's checked in
First
for
personal
Shaq.
foul.
Drexler comes in for Scottie
First
Pippen.
team foul.
And it's Stockton in for Paul. And then for Boston,
Substitution
Barry
on
comes
the
in
court.
for Ewing. And it's Booker in for Damian Lillard. Barry the pass to Duncan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Moses Malone. Second
It goes
personal
on
foul.
Moses Malone.
A tremendous
Second
score
team
with the
foul.
ball in his hands. Duncan just too much for the D to handle.
The Celtics shooting their
Tim
6th and
Duncan.
7th free throws in the game.
At the
First
line.
one falls for him.
2 shots.
Marc Gasol is checked in for Paul Pierce. Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Here's Drexler. Rejected by Gasol. New York again turning it over.
Celtics ball.
And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month? .136 left in the third. Booker with no one around connects from three-point range.
Devin Booker.
Booker's got 5 points so far.
3-point goal.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
New York calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Tumbo is checked in for New York. The Celtics also with a sub. Garnett's checked in. 1:21 left to play here in the third. Here's Stockton. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Booker against Stockton. Booker inside. 2 points. That one goes.
Devin Booker.
Now just a 2-point New York lead.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Drexler finds Malone. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. And there's Clyde Drexler on the assist from Moses Malone. Drexler's got his second bucket of the night.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Harden dishes to Duncan. No good. Shot missing. Nice defense from Malone. The Knicks leading by 4. Inside, Anthony. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Anthony's got 6 in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
28.
Booker against Stockton. Booker outside. Takes it off the glass.
Devin Booker.
Booker's got 9 points.
Ooh, putting some power behind his motion. Booker battles to that finish.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter.
They're up by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
The Celtics.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Stockton on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Mutombo is out there with Moses Malone. Then it's Bailey. Then it's Drexler. And it's Paul in at the point. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Paul against Booker. Garnett outside. Here's McGrady. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Drexler.
Celtics ball.
And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Monday, they'll head back home to host the Miami Heat.
And you know, for that Pistons game, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Shaq is checked in for Moses Malone. And then for Boston, Ewing comes in for Tim Duncan. And Lillard subbed in for Booker.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
Knicks lead.
Lillard from outside.
37-30.
Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Paul with the ball. Now McGrady defending.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. That's a 2 from Lillard. Hits the jumper in space.
Lillard.
10 points for Lillard.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
With the shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
drains the three-pointer.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Passes to Mutombo. Kicks it out to Drexler. Paul outside. Again, the miss by Paul.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Driving the lane, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Mutombo. And the official sending the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And that's only his first turnover of the game. And considering how far we are into the game, you can live with that.
A different look for New York. Camby comes in for Mutombo. And Pippen subbed in for Clyde Drexler. Lillard from outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Kevin Garnett. First personal foul.
CP3 shoots the ball so well. Defenders have to play that tight.
Chris Paul.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And so Paul nails both of them.
And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
Here's Ewing. It's rebounded by Camby. Camby's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pippen feeling it out a bit. He dishes it to O'Neal. Paul for 3. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And Baylor with the block. Paul against Lillard. From 13, Paul with the bucket. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Shaq.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listen in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thanks, David. And shot off. O'Neal with the defensive effort. New York leading by 6. Pippen, the pass to O'Neal. Some nice passing by New York here. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lillard against Paul. Lillard, the pass to Ewing. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Baylor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scotty Pippen. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead. Lillard from deep three-point land. No good, unable to end this run. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
The crafty Paul is hard to cover. He takes pleasure in toying with the defenders and drawing fouls.
Second personal foul.
He dropped the first one. That will put them up by 9.
Chris Paul.
And so Paul nails both of them. And it's the Celtics ball. Lillard from outside. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Oh, remarkable score. Lillard's shoot-first mindset is what helps him own games like this.
Ball against Lillard. Ball with the bucket.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
49. And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Mutombo kicks to Paul. So it's New York picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long.
Without you fans...
Tyrese, welcome to NBA 2K TV. We're excited to have you here. If you could...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Happy holidays, everyone. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. We've got Jimmy Butler. Nikola Jokic is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Nash in at the point. And for the Knicks. Ooh, the rumor mill is in full effect when it comes to coaches on the hot seat, Clark. These days, do you think we're seeing too many coaching changes?
Yes. There's a level of impatience when it comes to changing coaches. Coaches don't seem to get the time they used to, and I don't think that's a good thing.
Now here's Paul. Down low. Here's Baylor. Over Butler. Some solid defense from Butler. And so Jokic will bring it up for Milwaukee. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
And that's exactly how you attack late. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Fades back. Rebounded by Pippen. And here's New York now, coming into this having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Thanks to their stellar defensive intensity, they registered a ton of stops in that one.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Nikola Jokic. First personal
It's
foul.
on Nikola Jokic.
You know, the power and grace of Elgin Baylor, just too much to handle. This time he draws the foul.
Elgin Baylor.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. You know, Grant, looking at the Milwaukee Bucks, they play in a sports-crazed state in Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin definitely loves their football, but Milwaukee also goes hard for their Bucks, which is a big reason for their recent success, B.A.
Paul passes to Mutombo. Here's Baylor. Pass to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Baylor. Knocks down the triple. Baylor's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Butler.
Knicks lead 7-4.
Lets it fly. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Paul passes to Mutombo. Here's Baylor. And here's Paul. Pulls up on the wing. Buries the jump shot.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Nash. Averaging around 5 points a game. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Durant. Here's Butler. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Baylor, the pass to O'Neal. Over Butler. Another one falls for New York.
He's as dominant as any big that's ever played the game. Shaq is a problem in all capital letters and exclamation points.
Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Pippen, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And stolen by Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Getting out to a nice lead.
Knicks
Great
lead
flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Timeout called, the Bucks. You know, we hear the term point forward a lot. Clark. New lineup here for New York.
That was your Knicks sitting answer.
And for all the purists, here's a look at the best free throw shooting teams from the stripe this year. Milwaukee, 2nd.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
They need this. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I like when Kawhi forces the issue, making the defense compromise with the foul.
And Graham, the plan was added after you retired. You wish it was around when you played?
You know, B.A., no. But I do think we could have used it a couple of times in my years in Orlando. But, you know, in all fairness, the play-in is a success as it creates a Game 7 atmosphere. And the NBA really knocked it out the park with this one.
And Leonard drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
2 minutes.
Here's Drexler. Allen defending. And stolen by Morant. It's a one-on-one situation. Poke loose. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. George against Anthony. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks.
And in transition, they've been one of the best teams in the league. They're top 5 in fast break points. They've got a lot of speed, and they use it to their advantage.
And they have to be pleased with their low turnover rate. It's the best in the league because they are fantastic at maintaining control. Now here's Morant. George outside. Pass to Allen. Now here's Embiid. The three ball. And the Bucks miss again. Anthony against George. And Anthony, here we go. Here's Stockton. Anthony, left side. Shoots over George. Anthony with a bucket.
A mid-range master. Carmelo Anthony looks to attack from this area whenever he can.
15-6.
Pass to George. And here's Embiid. The rebound by Malone.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot. And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Knicks now. For three, Allen. And Camby pulls it down. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's Drexler. Here's Malone. An easy two on the layup.
You know, part of what makes Malone such a good rebounder is his aggressiveness. I mean, and he also has a real nose for the ball.
Here's Morant. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Stockton, pounded by Morant. Anthony outside. And again, New York with the triple.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard and they are landing some haymakers.
And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break up 12. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
The Knicks 20. The Bucks 8.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New York.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
And for Milwaukee, they've got Kevin Durant. He's out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Butler in a small forward.
22-8.
Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by New York. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Pippen. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Scottie Pippen.
And the Knicks lead by 16.
The thing about Pippen's jumper is that he gets good elevation and extension on it, making it hard to contest it.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Pass to Mutombo. The kick out to Paul. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Durant. First personal foul.
Tough situation for the defense inside. With Mutombo's size and strength, it's not easy to guard him cleanly.
And Grant, you talked about it early in your playing days, blaming yourself for the Pistons not winning. Talk about that pressure on the best player to deliver wins.
Well, B.A., the pressure is real, and it's tough to keep perspective and just control what you can control. When you're tasked with leading a team to victory, you expect it first and foremost from yourself.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 17. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
They won both of their meetings last season. You love to pull that off against another powerhouse.
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Here's Butler. It's rebounded by New York.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
Pass to Pippen. He's off on that one. Good D by Jokic. For Milwaukee, they've got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the last 5 MVP awards have gone to foreign players. Nikola Jokic told me, I think we're showing that there is a lot more talent in the world. It's not just USA, and I think that's the beauty. We are giving all the kids a chance and an opportunity to see that they can make it. PA?
I love that story. Outstanding. Thanks, Allie. The Bucks have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Nash passes to Durant. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. That shot is good by O'Neal. O'Neal's got his second bucket on the night.
O'Neal throwing himself around and coming away with the bucket is an absolute wrecking ball and a gigantic one on the glass.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And the Bucks with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Leonard comes in for Durant. And it's George in for Jimmy Butler. Throws it up high. And there's the rejection.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
To the middle. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Shaquille O'Neal.
O'Neal's got 6.
He's a tough guy to guard anywhere on the floor. Shaq does a really good job using his body to gain position.
And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession.
Milwaukee ball. In for the Bucks, Ray Allen.
Embiid finds Allen. Now here's Embiid. Clock at 6. That one off the back iron and out.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Pass to Baylor. Driving to the basket. Shoots over George. And it's Baylor missing.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Yeah, Kawhi, a master of the mid-range. For most, it's not efficient, but for him, it's cash money.
A minute 22 left in the first half. Anthony with a bucket. He has 7.
Anthony.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Pass to Embiid. Knocks it loose. Now Paul over Morant. It's rebounded by George. There's 39 seconds left to play in the half.
George taking advantage of that close, tight defense, drawing the foul while taking the shot.
And he drops it first.
First team foul.
So he gets them both. Now Paul. 14 points for him last game against Boston.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
Here's Drexler, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Wasting no time on the catch. I love seeing Drexler go into attack mode right away.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Paul against Morant. Inside. Here's Embiid. Shots blocked. And here's Paul. Shoots over Morant. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game.
The Knicks.
Coach, the offense is...
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. New York was looking great right away. Tenacious on both ends of the floor, they took command early with a 13-2 run. They were sitting on top with a 12-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality. And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been quite a game for Chris Paul.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Chris Paul, and it's Drexler in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Malone, pass to Pippen. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. Knocked away. Drexler. And another shot. Oh, denied by Durant.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, let me remind you with that rejection.
Here's Malone. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Pippen. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls.
Boy, he was locked in on that shot. The defense right in his face, but Pippen still able to knock it down.
14.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Out of bounds.
And the Knicks making a change here. Anthony's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks. Carmelo Anthony.
On defense, the Knicks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Jokic, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Anthony misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. There's the block. They recover it. And so Paul will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Pippen. Back to Paul. Pass to Mutombo. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Step back and fire. Count it. Anthony's got 9.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now. Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You take a look at New York. They currently hold the 4th best record in the conference.
You know, for the Knicks, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Michael Jordan. First
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and he defends at a really high level.
Scottie Pippen.
That one's no good.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Outside Butler. Back to Durant. Pass to Jordan. looking to end this cold spell. The shot comes out. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Here's Mutombo. Here's Pippen, covered by Jordan. Out left to the wing. Stockton. And the Knicks miss again. Milwaukee with the ball. They're scoreless since the first half. Durant, no good.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Here's Pippen, guarded by Durant. Pass to Stockton. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Here's Pippen. He's got 5. Here's Stockton. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake.
John Stockton.
Stockton's gotten his first basket of the night.
You know, with all the other things Pippen does so well, sometimes I think we forget how good a passer he is.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter of the game. Nash passes to Jokic. It's tipped, and he gets it back.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Kevin Durant.
It goes on Kevin Durant.
How about the strength of Pippen?
Second team
allowed
foul.
him to get that shot off while still taking the contact.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for him. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Embiid can't hit.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul. Third team foul. Marcus Camby.
That free throw misses.
Well, I tell you what, a long, intimidating defender who rebounds and blocks shots at a high rate, Camby, gives you a ton of energy on the defensive end.
Milwaukee with the ball. To the paint. Here's Embiid. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Here's Baylor. George defending. And it's Baylor missing. Baylor's gone 1 of 5 from the field. Ooh, poked away. Down low. Here's Stockton. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
John Stockton.
Stockton's got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, Stockton is really clever when it comes to scoring inside. Not the biggest guy, but he finds a way to get the job done.
Count it.
It all started with
Paul
the pass.
George.
That's what coaches love to see. Ball movement.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Hey, when you throw it Drexler's way,
Knicks
expect
lead,
the exciting because this guy doesn't
47-20.
disappoint. One of the best alley-oop throw-downers in the game.
Morant surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. One second left. No luck on that one. And so it's New York with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. Kawhi Leonard out there with Paul George. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Kemp in at the 5 spot.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Arizon. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Yeah, Malone showing you the bounce.
Knicks lead.
How high he got up there, dunking comes pretty easy to him. It's quite easy when you get that high up.
Sinks the tray.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Stockton, the pass to Camby. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute played. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
Yeah, you know, some might say Stockton is the high water mark for dime droppers. His distribution really on a whole nother level. Great assist guy.
George for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Malone's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Stockton, the pass to Malone. Can't cash it in from close range.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot. And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Outside Morant. Shot clock at 6. And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft, Randy, you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
You know, B.A., I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL, so that's huge.
2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Morant against Paul. The drive by Morant. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Paul. Pass to Malone. Here's Camby. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Anthony gets the 3 to fall.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that 3. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
Knicks lead 54.
Ball against Morant.
23.
No one near him. And the Bucks miss again.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Pass to Maravich. Back to Paul. Here's Maravich. Takes the 3. They get it back. Anthony outside. Another shot. Oh, solid D from Leonard. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Here's Mullen. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. Paul passes to Camby. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the league looking to curb how much the top teams can spend. Stricter financial rules now in place, Clark.
Yeah, I like the salary cap. Its theory is good and well-intentioned. I think it does help the small market teams a bit. A lot of teams didn't like how certain West Coast teams were spending, but I still think there's room to give teams the option to exceed limits if they're willing to pay the consequences for doing so.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
A member of the NBA 75 team. Kawhi's done pretty much everything on the court. Multiple finals MVP, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. I mean, we're watching an all-timer in Leonard.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Leonard drops them both. Here's Paul. Pass to Drexler. Tipped away.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Mutombo. Leonard defending. Charity stripe shot. The rebound by Allen. The Bucks have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
13 foul. Kawhi Leonard at the line, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the NBA's TV deal expires after next season. What are you hearing about where things are headed, Grant?
Well, B.A., the league seems focused on greater access for the fans, especially the cord cutters. So with more games on broadcast TV and possibly a streaming package as well.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
At the line,
that's a simple call
2
for the
shots.
officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. A minute 39 left to play in the fourth. And he's going for the lob. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Baylor. Pass to Stockton. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Knicks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight. The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Leonard gets the bucket.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
.41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Stockton. Shoots over Morant. And he nails the jumper.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Outside Butler. Outside Morant. Wide open. The rebound by Baylor.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight.